What's going on? You are tuned into Kick'em Pick'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, Mr. Budweiser himself, Mr. BurrOaks. Oaks, what it do?
Oh, shit, man. Just real pissed off. Actually, I'm closing these curtains real quick. Real pissed off that VAR took my Huang goal away. I was furious that they took away my Samacha goal, but Samacha dog, and he's going to get us that 20 that he promised at the beginning of the season. Because even though VAR took one away, he went ahead and scored again anyway.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, and I still shared the first goal because I don't really know why they took it away, and it was an absolute banger. And the best tweet I saw was, "There's only 2 Italian strikers that can still shoot like this. One's Mario Balotelli, and he hasn't done it in 10 years, and the other one's Samacha." I'm just like, well, he promised us 20, so he better start doing something here. You know the fucking deal. You know the deal. If you want to get really tough here, I'll show you the fucking Balmain Real Madrid jaunt, but that's for another day, guys. Don't worry about it. That's for another day. Honestly, great week for not only just Madrid fans, just for football in general. If you care about, justice and just like the good of all football, we did it. Yeah, you gotta do it. The black tee and the gold chain. Nick, have fun on your show. I hit up Nick. I was like, yeah, maybe Nick doesn't have to do a show again. Hit him up at like 6:25. Didn't answer him again until like 7:15. And he's like, well, like maybe next time before you tell me 15 minutes before your show. I was like, whoa, I told you like an hour before. I just didn't get to the point I was trying to make. But yeah, we'll get into fuck yous, guys. Let's get some shit off our chest. My list isn't super long. I think I went 9-5. And one of them was a draw no bet loss, so I'm not even that mad about it. The only one that can really be mad about is Leon, but like I should have also known that was going to happen, but I got to wrap my guys. I'm going to do it again this week. Don't even worry about it. My first one's Real Sociedad. What a bad look to not beat Getafe, and then you got Madrid the next week. And what's even worse is how good the odds look on Madrid, that you can like pretty much get a Madrid draw no bet at a bettable number. And Sociedad, I've completely lost faith in you. We'll talk more Sociedad, I'm sure, when Oaks wants to do fuck yous and when we get to the Spanish games. But Sociedad not getting a result against Getafe. And why is Takefusa Kubo not starting? I don't know what you thought changed in your offense that you don't need him on the pitch anymore. What's even worse is when you hear the commentators go, oh, well, they have Sadiq and Andre Silva also as forward options. And I'm just like, that sucks. That is just like a mean reminder you just gave Real Sociedad fans watching this game while Takefusa Kubo and that fucking massive dome is just sitting over on the bench. My next one is Nottingham Forest. I had them on a double chance. You got your ass beat by Everton, like of all teams. And then what's even worse, Liverpool. You got your ass beat by Everton because they're right on my list too. And it wasn't even supposed to be for this game. This was supposed to be the easy Mo Salah game. Shout out Mo Salah for getting me the 2 shots on target. Would have been really cool if you scored a fucking goal, you bum ass, with that dope ass record I keep hearing about with you versus Everton. Oh, good job. When they're at their worst, you don't fucking score. Appreciate it, Mo. You fucking bum ass. So fuck you, Forest, and fuck you, Liverpool, you trash asses. I have refs on here, and that could be for just a plethora of things because refs, they're fucking garbage. I could be talking about the Twitter refs that are trying to tell me what the rules are whenever they feel like listening to those rules. I could be talking about Spanish refs who have just been garbage for the last 3 decades, my entire life that I've been watching. I could be talking about English refs, just letting Man City get away with whatever the fuck they want. Cole Palmer hit somebody directly in the fucking arm in the box, doesn't even get looked at. That's a little weird for me. But, go figure, the team with 115 charges that doesn't get in trouble for anything, also getting some calls their way. Who would have thought? The ref situation, we could honestly, this is a low blow by Sam. Can we talk about how shit Chelsea are and laugh at them? No. We've been doing it all season. Do we really have to pile on? They've been trash. Refs, man. I would even go as far as the basketball refs. I think the basketball refs in the NBA playoffs right now, the disservice they do by not only missing calls, but then having a report after the game going, oh, yeah, we missed that one. They should have called that. Sixers should have had that timeout. It's like, well, the game's fucking over now. You've already fucked the whole series, but thanks. Would it have been nice for the Lakers to steal one against the Nuggets? Probably. Would it have been nice for the Sixers to steal one? Probably. But, don't worry. They admitted that they were wrong after. Does everyone feel better now? Oh, no, everyone's just more pissed? Okay. I would rather a ref do like what they did with Aaron Boone, where they're like, I don't give a fuck who said it. You're gone. Like, if you're going to be a dickhead ref, be a dickhead ref. Don't be like, you know what? Sorry, guys. I was wrong. No. Die on that fucking hill. Nope, I wasn't wrong. You can show me however many replays you want. I wasn't wrong. My game, I call it how I want. Like, those are the refs that I actually respect, that they're going to be so bad and then still stand on that. Stand on business. And then I have Barca, brain dead dickheads, and Tebas on here, but I don't even really feel like talking about them. That's just blatantly obvious. When you have your club president go and talk about how a match, for some reason, never been done before because you didn't like a certain call. The club president of a club that is legitimately getting investigated for bribing referees for 2 decades said, I didn't like that call. We're doing a replay. We're going to do everything we can to get a replay. Buddy, you didn't even watch the whole fucking play because, even if, let's play this fun game of, hey, did the ball go in the net? Because what's your center back doing next to my goalkeeper offside? So would that goal have counted, even if it did go in the net, since you're standing in front of my goalkeeper? That would be what? Interference and offside? So what are we talking about here? They want to talk about one call, not the other one? Well, they got this part wrong. I was like, okay, well, even if they did get that wrong, isn't your guy offside? That's not what we're talking about. Okay, just making sure. So I'm not going to go in depth with that one because I'm sure anyone that follows me on Twitter is tired of seeing me retweet just shitting on City and Barcelona fans. But I'm having a good time. It's been a good week.
Oh, man. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Dope. AC Milan, fuck you, grow a spine. That game versus Roma was just tough to watch. Nice job by Roma, but goddamn, AC Milan, grow a fucking spine. Also, thank God Giroud's out of there. Please go to LAFC immediately. I don't want to see Giroud play for AC Milan anymore. Whatever. You spent some time there. You want a Scudetto. Congratulations. Get the fuck out. Your time's over. You'll look really good in an LAFC kit, but
he looks I saw the photo edit. He looks fantastic with the blonde highlights too. That man is still, as much shit as I give him, he is still absurdly handsome.
Yeah. So yeah, get the fuck out of here and give Okafor a bunch of run at the 9 because you already have him. You already have him signed to a contract. There's no need to go out to spend 40 to 60 million on a striker. You have a great young prospect in-house. As I was talking with Leg the other day on the phone, give Okafor the run now, evaluate what you have, and then go get him a backup because the trio of Leao, Pulisic, and Chukwueze with Okafor playing the 9 is absolutely fucking nasty. Not to mention Rangers and RLC that you have playing midfield. So go invest heavily in a back line, and AC Milan, you should be competing for a Scudetto next year, no problem. So the next one I got, I don't know. I'm going to skip Fenerbahce Olympiacos, whatever. That game kind of sucked. We already covered Nottingham Forest a little bit. I'm going to say fuck you to Osasuna just because we don't respect Osasuna. But damn, there's not really a worse way to lose a bet than Osasuna taking a 1-0 lead and leading for 75 minutes. And then Rayo Vallecano just hitting 2 fucking worldies. The one came off of a rebound and was from probably 10 yards outside the box. That shit had no business going in the net. And then it was tied. So I'm like, okay, well, a push is fine. And then EC Palazone comes with just an absolute fucking showstopper doing EC Palazone shit. And it pissed me the fuck off. So, yeah, fuck you, Osasuna. But if I'm going to take a loss on a bet, losing on 2 worldies with very little XG isn't something I'm going to get super frustrated about. It was a plus 140. I think it ended up being plus 170 close to close anyway. And I was right for 75 minutes of that match. So the fact it took 2 worldies to beat me pisses me off, but I'm going to let that one go.
That was my 0-0.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the 0-0, so I took under 1.5 because I was like, all right, I know Oaks has Osasuna winning, so I'll take under 1.5. They can win 1-0. They went up 1-0. I was like, all right, cool, we're all good, right? Nobody,
Yep.
everyone just go sit down. So I'm with you on that one.
Atleti. Wow, dude. Outside the Wanda, when you don't have referees rigging games for you, you're trash. So, yeah, fuck you, Atleti. You are banished to the shadow realm for me moving forward here because you guys have no fucking spine. This isn't a fuck you. This is just a haha. I was right. Sassuolo got their backs blown out by Lecce. I told you guys Sassuolo is going to continue to fumble bags against bad teams, and we're going to back them this weekend against good teams.
Probably.
Let's see. Roma beat Bologna. Come on. Get your shit together. Beat Bologna. Away, Bologna's not good. Inter winning the Scudetto. I'm just gonna say fuck Inter. I'm not an Inter fan. They're Italian Barcelona.
The easiest money line of all time. The
Facts.
easiest.
Oh, layup money line. Yeah, we cashed emotionally though. Fuck Inter. Because they are Italian Barcelona. Leverkusen beat Dortmund. I just the push was fine. I was glad to get the push, especially losing 1-0. I'm glad your undefeated season continues to roll on because you're invincible, whatever the fuck you want to call it, season is going to blow the doors off of Arsenal, and all Arsenal fans can shut the fuck up forever from now on, as far as I'm concerned. And then shout out Vinny for getting me that golden boot.
Hold on. Did you honestly think that Arsenal fans would be quiet when they can just be like,
no, Arsenal
ours
fans
was in the Premier League and theirs was
all
in
they
a
do is run
league.
their mouth, dude. I'm listening to Arsenal fans run their mouth telling me who on their club could start for Madrid, and the answer is fucking nobody.
What the really sad part is that I also was just talking to Oaks yesterday on the phone. Like, I'm now siding with Arsenal fans. Like, this is where Barcelona and Manchester City fans have pushed me. And as soon as I said that, all the Arsenal fans started just peppering me with stupid shit of comparing their team to mine again. I was like, okay, now I hate all of you. Wow. Back to just hating England. What a good time.
The amount of people who are so fucking deluded that think that Odegaard is better than Fetty don't watch football. You flat out don't watch football, dude.
Are we giving our Copa Libertadores pick for the 8:30 game since we're going to be here and probably yelling at that point? So
yeah, I mean, we can. You're probably taking Flamengos, right?
Yeah, but I did a parlay with all three of them because the numbers were dope. I took River Plate straight up, Palmeiras, tie no bet, and Flamengo on a double chance at minus 135. And then I just put them all together for a plus 615.
I don't hate that. I will say Bird liked both teams to score in the River Plate game, which I don't follow Argentinian soccer as much as he does, so I'll buy that from him. I fucking love Bragantino at home. I don't know what the line is. They're not starting Sasha. La Quinta out there. What's his name?
I was only looking at the both teams to score for that one.
Yeah, La Quinta, the Uruguayan right wing, young bull. I really, really like that kid. He's a fucking stud. So I might look at his anytime goal scorer prop. And then
I'm hoping he balls out strictly so he gets a Copa America spot with Uruguay.
Yep. Last thing I'll say about Copa Libertadores and Copa Sudamericana is when in doubt, you back Brazilian teams at home, you lay the spread. You typically almost always back Brazilian teams away too, as long as they put in like a lineup where you're like, oh, they give a shit. They're going to actually try today. And then
you got to watch out for the mountain countries.
I was going to say, you always back Ecuadorian teams at home because almost every single one of them have a stadium over 9,000 feet of elevation. For reference, Denver is called the Mile High City. That's like 5,200 feet in the air. So this is almost double the elevation of Denver. You do not fuck with Ecuadorian teams in Ecuador. They will body you because you just don't have the lung capacity to run with them for 90 minutes.
Thanks. All right, is that all you had?
I will mention that I think Columbus Crew, Monterrey, probably both teams to score. As long as Chucho's playing. If Chucho's not playing, then get the fuck out of here with that shit. Monterrey will skull fuck you, Crew. Chucho is playing, yeah. So, yeah. So both teams to score. Take Chucho for a goal if you want, because he's probably the guy who's going to do it.
All right. That's all I got for whatever's going to play at 8:30 and fuck yous. Hopefully, let's go Crew. Yo, props to you guys that think that any of these MLS teams are going to hang with any of these Liga MX teams, because I feel like we already saw that they're just way better than us. I would take Cucho to score assists if you can get a decent number on that to play it even safer. But yeah, Crew's literally the last MLS team left. Like, they're just waiting to get knocked out by a Liga MX team. They're just waiting.
Yeah, and whoever plays Club America, God bless you, because you're going to get baptized like 4-1.
All right. Anyway, let's get into this English slate. I actually think this English slate sucks outside of 2 games. And then I added a third because I know people would be pissed if I only put fucking 2 EPL games. So I got 3 EPL games for you guys. Now, if anyone gets mad that I'm not talking about tomorrow's game, Brighton versus City, City's probably going to win, and Pep's going to make it look like it was a really complicated tactical thing when they're just better than Brighton. So
yeah,
and the
City
numbers
away
blows. First one I got, West Ham versus Liverpool. The reason we're talking about this one, and yes, this was the third added on one, is because Liverpool looks like fucking dog shit. I've now watched them lose to Palace at home. I've now watched them lose to Everton in the Merseyside derby that they should dominate. This was an Everton team that was relegation bound for the majority of this season. And we have West Ham where, you know, maybe Antonio does something crazy. Maybe Jared Bowden is going to start up front and we'll see him. I don't know what this West Ham team really is. They're talking about getting rid of Moyes. He's talking about just leaving straight up. This West Ham team is now just kind of losing their identity, which seemed to always be when in doubt, David Moyes ball, and hopefully Jared Bowden scores his fucking counterattack. Paqueta's looking out. Like, you got a bunch of injury. It just doesn't look great for West Ham right now. And you're going against a really shit Liverpool side that is just begging for a bounce back game. They caught Everton on winning ways. You know, they got them. They got in the Merseyside derby at Everton Stadium. I really just don't see Liverpool losing this many games straight. I do think they'll give up a goal, though. So I was looking at Liverpool money line and both teams to score. But I feel like I keep taking that and losing.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't respect West Ham. They're complete frauds, but like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything out of Pool in the last fucking in 6 of the last 7 games they've played. They've looked like dog shit. So why am I going to go back Pool?
I have absolutely no idea, and I have no arguments against you right now. That's what makes this game so interesting, because I have zero faith in either of these teams to actually show up and play good football. So I've seen both of them do it multiple times, but as of recent, it's just been all shit and no good football. That Klopp farewell tour, we're going for the quad. You're now down to nothing. You have nothing now. I even said, I was like, honestly, between Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, I think Liverpool might have the easiest ride. And then you lost to Everton. I'm letting you guys sit in that silence. You lost to Everton. This Everton. Like, Beto probably could have scored on you guys. That's how bad y'all look. You got Virgil van Dijk, whose drop-off, I once studied at any institution. Study this fucking Virgil van Dijk drop-off, because I had to listen to people comparing him to Sergio Ramos and Maldini and fucking Vidic and Ferdinand, John Terry, all the best center backs that we've seen over the last 15 years. And this guy did it for like maybe 2-3 years. Compared to those dudes that did it for a full decade and have 10 times as many trophies, 10 times the resume. So I'm fucking done with all the Virgil van Dijk bullshit. And, oh, well, he needs a good partner. He did it with Matip for fucking 2 years. You telling me you haven't found anyone else? Konate doesn't work. Joe Gomez doesn't work. Nobody else fucking works. So, you know, the excuses are just getting real long for Liverpool fans. I'm looking at both teams to score here. And maybe, maybe it like doesn't sound so crazy now when he said, y'all should just sell fucking Salah and run Gakpo, Luis Diaz, and Diogo Jota up front and let Darwin Núñez figure out what position he wants to play. Maybe like doesn't sound so crazy now. Just saying. Probably should have went and got that Saudi money. We're slowly getting to the better games in England. Next one I got for you, Aston Villa versus Chelsea. At Aston Villa, so, home records, stats, and whatnot. I don't really like to use that one anymore since I watched them get fucking blessed a couple times between Arsenal and Newcastle and a few others that had no business making you look that disrespectable at your own crib. This Chelsea team's not going to do it, though, especially if Cole Palmer ain't playing. If Cole Palmer doesn't play for this Chelsea team, they are genuinely a championship side. Like, they are fucking trash. They have absolutely nothing good going for them. They don't even know who's going to take the penalty kick when Cole Palmer's not on the field because it could turn into a fucking fist fight between Madueke and Nicholas Jackson. And Conor Gallagher will end up kicking it over anyway. So I really don't know how you can back this Chelsea team. I think they might be able to get a goal off of a set piece because, Aston Villa, they don't have our boy back there. He's still hurt. We still have no signs of him. That's why they've been a little light on the cards. I know Digne's been trying to hold the card number up for him, but what are you going to do there?
Shout out Matty Cash for that banger on Thursday.
Yeah. I also just Ollie Watkins to score assist. It's now to the point where it's almost at like a Vinicius level of confidence I have on it where he's leading the league in goal contributions, so you might as well bet him for a goal contribution. And I like Aston Villa on the money line.
I believe I threw out Ollie Watkins to be assist leader of the EPL in our preview for the season. So if anybody's sitting on that ticket, I would love to fucking see it. I want to say he was like 30 or 40 to 1 behind Salah. So that would be dope. But yeah, it's all Villa on the money line without Cole Palmer for sure. Chelsea have no self-respect. You just got baptized by Arsenal at the Emirates where Poch hasn't won a fucking game, couldn't even get a fucking goal there. Listen, I get why Nicholas Jackson is catching so much heat, but like, let's not forget that Nicholas Jackson can absolutely ball the fuck out. This Chelsea team's just ass run by a dude who has no control over his locker room, doesn't know what he's doing. And they have way, way too much talent and money in nobody making any decisions or driving the ship. So yeah, it's bad news there if you're a Chelsea fan. Give me Villa on the money line plus 130.
Oh, we're hopping back to Liverpool really quick. They have an energy drink cup. That'd be like if I was bragging, oh, we won the Spanish Super Cup. That's the cup you brag about when you don't win anything else. That's like the people that are like, oh, well, we won the Community Shield. Good job. All right, anyway, let's get to it. North London Derby, NLD at Wembley, Tottenham versus Arsenal. What is that, the biggest or most expensive stadium in England? I don't know, whatever they got going for them over at Tottenham. It's literally that, and they filled it with absolutely no fucking trophies. And it's just a sad, sad club. We're getting a dope line for Arsenal, who are just playing way better football than Tottenham. And you know that me and Oaks aren't the biggest Arsenal fans here. I have absolutely no problems with their team or their fans. It's just when their fans speak is when the problems start happening. And I really can't stop them this week because this Tottenham team is just begging to get bent over by this Arsenal team. And Arsenal's hunting for that league title, hoping that City trips up. They can't really make any more mistakes. I think it's crazy to have an Arsenal money line that close to even money. I think it's absolutely absurd because just based off the last year or two, I don't know how this Tottenham team is going to handle Arsenal. They don't have Harry Kane. Son isn't playing at the top Son performance that we're used to. I think Kulusevski low-key might be their best forward right now, and he's sitting on less than 5 goals this season. Like, you got Saka balling out. You got Trossard balling out. Odegaard probably will show up for this game because this isn't a big team. I have nothing good to say about Tottenham. Even the one guy that was doing very well for them got sat the fuck down by Isak and had to eat a shit ton of turf on it too. So Van de Ven, you've been doing well, but now you're dealing with a bunch of attackers and not just an injured-ass Newcastle team that beat the shit out of you guys. So maybe Tottenham's fans give them the extra oomph at home, but It's going to take some magic here if they're going to compete at all against Arsenal.
Yeah. Listen, it's a derby, so we're going over cards.
Poor Ben Davies.
We're going over cards. We're going with a red card here. And, the odds here are minus 268 billion to 1. But Arsenal fans to bitch about a PK that's clearly not a PK. That is going to happen. I don't care how much juice I have to lay. But, yeah, Arsenal fans are going to find a way to whine, piss, bitch, and moan about shit that nobody fucking cares about except for them because, yeah, you're just the worst fucking people on the planet. All of you are fucking terrible. And I'm specifically talking to the Brit in the comments right now. I'm really, really fucking sick of listening to you, bro. Nobody cares about your desire for a PK for Saka against Byron, dude. Let it the fuck go. You're wrong. We know you're wrong. You know you're wrong, but you're gonna triple down on it anyway. Give me Tottenham on the double chance because I just can't fucking stand Arsenal fans on Twitter anymore.
That one's gonna hurt later on for you.
Don't care. I'll win enough money on the rest of my bets not to care.
I'll be so surprised if Tottenham even score a goddamn goal. So it's gonna end 0-0. That sucks. That sucks to hear, guys. I'll probably be heavy on cards and a lot of fouls. Like I can name a bunch of hacks on that Tottenham team just off the top of my head, and I'll probably take Ben White for more shots.
There's probably 6 cards a game in this derby too. Like every
unless the ref's a card pussy.
Well, even when the ref's a card pussy, though, there's usually a red. Like there might only be 3 cards, but one of them's a red. And Arsenal fans, if it goes for or against them, will somehow find a way to make it the biggest deal on the fucking planet.
That's not true, dude. If it's for them, they definitely won't. If it's against them, yes, you're right. But if they get the call, no, that was a good call. Wow, refs are really doing a good job today. That's crazy.
They'll want the dude suspended or like tell him he can't play football ever again, and that
that's fair enough. They're playing
that could have killed his wife and family back at home watching that tackle.
Hey, they're playing Tottenham, so I think that. Hold on, apparently Jackson is stop on time. Oh yeah, you just feeding right into the point. All right, anyway, that's all the English games I got for you guys. We are moving on to a much better league, better football, a little bit more racist, but that's no football.
Just a little bit, though, because we all remember what England did to Saka after the Euros, right?
Yeah, but they do that in Spain for like way less.
Oh, yeah, for like a regular Tuesday game.
Yeah. All right, but anyway, first one I got Friday game. We got a Real Madrid Friday game. It's Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid. Awesome number on Madrid. An unbelievable number on Madrid when you look at this Real Sociedad side and just what they haven't been doing at all season. What I will say, the Real Madrid draw no bet number is the smart choice, minus 105. I didn't even shop it around. You can probably get it for even money somewhere. I will still be taking both teams to score. Real Madrid, both teams to score and over 2.5 is plus 140. I think, and I'm very confident that Real Madrid will win this game. Second thing, Oaks, who always scores against Real Madrid?
Ex-Madrid players.
Who do they have on their team that is probably their leading goal contributor?
That would be Tafusi Kubo, baby.
So I know who's going to do it, and I know there's going to be both teams to score. Like, I know it's all going to happen. Raise your hand if your league has goal line technology. Raise your hand if your team voted for goal line technology. No. Anyway. If you just, I don't even think, like, I just think it's crazy that they made our odds so high. We're looking at like plus 160. Have you watched the Sociedad team play this month at all?
I also don't understand like how these rumors about Madrid get started. Well, I know how they get started. It's Marca. It's always Marca. But yeah, to think that Madrid's coming off the throttle at all is a major fucking mistake. Did you not hear Fetty do a press conference that said Yeah, I really wish we didn't have 9 days off before we played City. I like to play before, I want the minutes. Fetty, fucking all our guys are used to this amount of minutes and playing time. I don't see them resting. There was a tweet with Tony Cruz saying that after the last 4 games, Don Carlo's been like, "All right, guys, we just need you to give it your all on this next one, and then the league's wrapped up." And then it's the next one. Then it's the next one. Now it's fucking Sociedad. So, yeah, I think Madrid win this game. The smart play is the draw no bet at -105, though, until we see a lineup. But I'll be very surprised to see any sort of change. But, all our guys are super young, super fit, and they're built for this. So I'm not expecting a lot of rest here.
Well, I was shocked by the number strictly because we actually got 5 days off.
Right.
We didn't just play 120 minutes midweek and now we got to play a Clasico. We got 5 days of not playing football at a ridiculously high level. So now we're not going to get a result against Sociedad. I just want to know what the thought process was for that. But, to each their own. Can we talk about Xavi staying? Dude, I've been asking for that all year. It's just a blessing at this point. Thank you. He's perfect for that team, just being a whiny little bitch. He just really is. It's beautiful. I'm happy.
I feel bad for Yamal because it's going to hinder his development.
Well, don't worry, because with how many minutes they're running him into the ground, he's just going to be hurt next season anyway, and then they'll put him on loan over on fucking Brighton. So I'm not worried about that. True. Moving on. Atleti versus Bilbao. They need to make a derby name for this game because it's just a fucking bloodbath, and I love it. These are just two homebody teams that are used to just playing in front of a rabid fan base that just want to see blood and see their team just win at any cost, no matter if it's shit football and they're parking the bus or if you're just snapping legs and fucking missing penalty kicks, but you still get that 1-0 win off of an Inaki Williams header after he misses 4 other wide open chances. This is just going to be one of those ugly, beautiful games. There's just going to be so much that goes wrong, but it's going to be fucking incredible to watch, and I'm really looking forward to it. The line on cards is fucking unbettable. It's already at 6.5.
I was going to say, is it 7.5?
Yeah, so it'll probably just get worse, but this is going to be a fucking bloodbath. Expect to see me with just 9 shots on targets and fucking 5 different people for 2 fouls. De Galarreta's asking for the 2 fouls, man. They haven't been playing him as much, so the odds are slowly ticking down. It hits every time. It doesn't not hit. It's the easiest bet of all time.
Same thing with Lino, shot on target. If they keep I saw Pavlos, Nick's boy, was on that this weekend. Great read. But yeah, if they keep giving me Lino shot on target at a bevel number, that's an auto fucking play. Look, I think, yes, it's Atleti at the Wanda. I did say that I'd fuck Atleti. I don't trust them outside of the Wanda ever. I'll have to kind of take a look at who this referee is because I know fucking one of somebody related to Atleti is a referee, and we got him when we played them at the Wanda, and Jude got taken out in the box. And on top of the box, neither got called, and they turned into quick goals for Atleti. So it'll depend on the ref and whether or not there's a relation to Atleti there. But I love Bilbao on the double chance here. Yeah, I know Bilbao hasn't been playing the best football in the world, but with with Atleti fumbling a full 3 points, Bilbao's looking to take that 4th UCL spot right now, and I think they can do it because Bilbao won this reverse fixture either 2-0 or 3-0 at home. So yeah, I like Bilbao here on the double chance. Also, Atleti don't keep clean sheets, so both teams to score over 2.5 at +135.
I can't find the ref either. It just keeps saying Hernandez, but that was from Kobe.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. This game's on Saturday or Sunday. So
they knew the fucking ref's going to be. They could tell me.
I know, but they won't publish it until fucking Friday.
All right, moving on. If this was the mid-2000s, this Spanish slate would be so fucking sick. Right now, we got the El Gran Derby. It is Real Betis, the Picklers versus Sevilla. This is a top 3 derby for me in Spain. I love this derby. It goes, for me, El Clasico. It goes us versus Bilbao. and then this one. And I know Atleti fans be salty about it that I just said that. Hold that. I don't care. El Gran Derby, it's literally called the Great
Big
Derby, the
Derby.
Big Derby. Like, what's not to love about that? It's so fucking simple. I like Real Betis here at home. I like, you'll see my parlay later. You can tell that it's just very Madrid bias, but everybody's on different teams now, so I get to have a good time. I'm on Betis straight up here. I think it'd be smart to go with the draw no bet. And if you want to eat all that juice, go ahead. But I'll take my Betis money line at plus 105. I'll take Isco to score or assist. I'll take an Isco shot on target. Run all those up. This is another card heavy game. So, but this one, the line isn't too bad. I can get over 4.5 cards at like minus 190. And if you know Spain, that's actually a fucking fantastic number because there's almost 5 cards in every single fucking game, especially when you got a derby and Sergio Ramos is the captain of one of the teams. So just know that energy is going out into the world for the Real Betis versus Sevilla El Gran Derby. Oaks.
Yeah, I'm with you here. I told you guys last week that I think it's Betis season. Betis always make a run and push for some sort of European football. Yeah, look at that sick throwback.
I'm ready.
Right there. But I really like the both teams to score here number at minus 120. You got Enesri, you got Romero, who I like for Sevilla. Obviously Isco. We want to see Fekir play with them. I think the over 2.25 is on the Asian total is what I'm going to end up talking about tomorrow for the Bet US La Liga show. I also like the over 2.5 at plus 108. Both teams to score over 2.5. You throw that together. I'm just saying that looks really nice. We know Sevilla doesn't keep clean sheets. We know Betis doesn't keep clean sheets. I think there's a third goal here for somebody to get a winner, and I do think it is Betis. I lean that way at plus 110. But yeah, I like both teams to score here a lot at minus 120.
All right, last one I got for you guys. Barcelona versus Valencia. This game's ass. I have to talk about it because these are like two very massive Spanish clubs. Valencia ran their club into the ground. Barcelona is currently trying to model that. This is the outcome of it. Barcelona at home. Valencia, we all know how Valencia plays away from home. They're fucking garbage. Barcelona's sitting at like minus 230. Maybe Lewandowski will finally start scoring again. I don't have anything nice to say about either of these because like I had to watch one of these teams' presidents go and videotape himself about how he didn't like a call and really have to like start begging for a replay as if anyone would ever give him a replay just because he didn't like something. Hey, let's replay 17 years worth of games then, you fucking scumbag. So I don't think there's been a bigger scumbag derby to go down here. I do think that the amount of ex-Madrid players that are currently on Valencia, I think we could see them score one. That's where I'm gonna take a leap of faith.
If they play Cancelo, there's absolutely a chance they're scoring one because that dude's.
They might get a fucking penalty kick. Yeah, it might just be a pen. Kubarasi and fucking Cancelo on the same side as Hack City. So, thoughts on under 3.5 for the Sevilla game for plus odds? No. I don't know, dude. I have to see a starting lineup because if Isco and Fekir are starting, there's no way I'll back in. I'm back.
I've watched both of those teams play enough football this year. They don't play defense. I
don't trust their defense at all either. I think Miranda's hurt too or suspended. So good luck. Good luck on that one. There's a reason it's a plus sign.
Yeah, I like the both teams to score and the over 2.5 there. So if you can find under 3.5 for the Sevilla game at plus money, bet it as much for as much money as you or half of all the money you have, and then go take the over 2.5 at plus money as well. So if you're finding it at under 3.5, you've guaranteed yourself a 3-goal middle there. Otherwise, you're getting plus money on either side of the bet. So whatever 8 cents on the dollar is, you can make that.
Yeah, again, don't have a ton of nice things to say about either of these teams. From my experience, they're both pieces of shit. And that's putting it lightly, to be honest with you, because we got racist death threats here and here. So not great experiences for our players. Moving on, we're going to Italy. There's 2 bangers in Italy I want to touch on. First one is 2 of the most wishy-washy forms I've seen in Italy, which is Juventus versus Milan. I don't want to blame Vlahovic for being like in bad form or anything because they take so many fucking goals away from him, and it loses me so much money, especially if they're assisted by Weston McKennie. I don't know what to say for him anymore. Chiesa needs to shut his fucking mouth and start playing good football again too. I'm hearing him like, oh, I'm keeping my options open. I don't know what I want to do later. I don't know what the fuck you're doing now, dude. Don't worry about later. Worry about not sucking now. You got a Euro in a couple months here. If you're going to look at anything, look at that. Looking future-wise, what the fuck are we doing here, Chiesa? Because in my mind, shit, throw Moise Keane up front with Vlahovic. He'd probably do a better job than Chiesa is doing right now. My man is just a shell of himself. I know injuries take a lot out of you, but like the way that you're acting on top of not coming back fully fit and ready to ball again from the injuries is fucking pathetic. Especially because
nobody likes to listen to you act like a bitch.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear a guy chatting shit and acting like a little bitch who's not scoring goals. Now, if you score the goals and can back up the paycheck, then nobody cares. You're not doing that. You can barely even show up to the games half the time because you're fucking made of glass. I also don't have any faith in Milan though. So I think this is like huge draw energy from this game. Like a 1-1 draw is what it screams to me. I'll probably end up taking fouls. I'll take some shots. I will ride it or die with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, shot on target. Chucky Wazy for an assist or a shot on target. I guess we'll have to wait for starting lineups for that one because, they're Pioli's fucking fighting for his job now.
Pioli's fighting for his fucking life
and he's trying everything. We saw Leao up front. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He literally has 3 strikers. It was like, let me just put my best left wing up front.
Let me put the best left wing in Italy up there.
The game I saw when I was in Rome. Nice.
I really like both teams to score here at -117. Like I said, it does really feel like a 1-1 kind of draw energy, but over 2.5 at +104 also feels pretty good. We know Milan can't defend. They let in at least a goal a game. We know Juve used to be able to defend well, but they've been playing like dog shit the last, I want to say 7 games in a row. So yeah, I like both teams to score here a lot at -117, and then the pivot is over 2.5 at +104.
All right, next Italian game I got for you guys. Napoli versus Roma. This is a fucking excellent kit game, as long as Roma doesn't fuck it up. If I get to see the baby blues versus the maroons, that's just Italian art right there. It's essentially like watching the Rome derby all over again, but I like Napoli's kits better. Is essentially what's about to happen. Lukaku's hurt, so I'm assuming Tammy Abraham is going to start up front. He has not looked fantastic. I do love Tammy Abraham, though, so I'm hoping he pulls it together. I think the best bet is to just go with Dybala to score assists and Dybala shots. I also like Aouar shots.
Yep.
And Paredes, depending how high up the field he is, I wouldn't hate him for a shot on target. But both of these teams have just been struggling to score goals. Roma, when their offense is ticking, it looks good. But you throw a couple injuries in there, like you're starting a 30-something-year-old El Shaarawy out on the wing, and it's really just Dybala, please try not to get hit too many times and make something happen for us up front, or we're going to have Mancini run forward for a header goal off a set piece, hopefully. That seems like Roma's entire offense. And Napoli is just me looking and feeling sorry for Victor Osimhen, that he is just still – running, pressing, and trying to do everything, and with absolutely no fucking help at all. I like Roma here. I think Roma have just been playing more consistent, better football than Napoli. I don't even think that's really an argument.
Nope.
And maybe in Naples, get the fans behind you, some magic could happen. And by magic could happen, I mean maybe you can bet both teams to score because Napoli will actually get one. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Napoli can get one here at home. Both teams to score, -134. It's not a terrible price. But Roma just extended DDR. That's his team now. I think that they come out and prove that that's his team. And the fact I can get Roma on a double chance at -115 here is just disrespectful to how good a football Roma's been playing. I'm sorry, Mike. You know I would love to love Napoli, but until they get their manager situation figured the fuck out and go buy another center back to replace Kim, then this team's garbage. Also, like, just they got to figure out something to do. They just need some sort of order and like a good hand on the wheel in that locker room. 3 interim head coaches that you fire just isn't acceptable. And this team has no direction right now. And you can't have a kid as young and as promising as Special K without a manager who's got a firm grasp on the wheel and can figure out what the fuck they're doing. It would be nice to have a guy like DDR there. So I'm back in DDR and his new team. Give me Roma on the double chance at -115.
The other disgusting thing is the fact that Roma's not in the Champions League spot right now. Bologna has it. Bologna has a Champions League spot. That's who y'all lost to. What are we fucking doing? And they're like 7 points clear. It's not even. It's close, but it's also not that close. There's only like 5 games left. That's a lot of points. Moving on, we're going to Germany. There is 3 German games that we're talking about. Yeah, You're not even ready for this. Bayern Munich versus Frankfurt. Now, if you look at this, Bayern at home, Bayern odds are shit. I'm with you guys. But for some reason, Frankfurt is another team that always plays Bayern well.
Yep.
They will always keep it close. They will probably get themselves a goal. I still believe that Bayern will win. I think they'll probably win comfortably as well. But Frankfurt's going to get us that goal. They're not going to lose by more than 2 goals. I think 2 is even maybe a bit of a stretch. Bayern's going to control possession. Bayern's going to have majority of shots, chances, unless they play Tuchel ball. And, Bayern's going to handle this like a normal business day when Bayern plays in the Bundesliga because they are preparing for Madrid, who they have, another week until they have to play us. So Bayern's going to win this one, but I do think Frankfurt is going to be a pain in their side. So I like the both teams to score angle on this one, and throwing the Bayern money line on it makes it a plus sign.
Yeah, I mean, Frankfurt can definitely get a goal here. Bayern haven't been keeping a ton of clean sheets except for where it matters, which is in the UCL. So, yeah, Frankfurt can definitely score here, and it'll depend for me on what we see out of Bayern and who's in the lineup, but I love a Musiala game here.
I've been waiting for my Musiala game, bro. Shout out Tellus for getting that assist for me. That worked out. Because Musiala is the king of the hockey assist.
Mm-hmm.
He just draws in all the defenders, makes one good pass. That person might shuffle it 3 yards, and then it'll score. It's actually heartbreaking to watch every time.
Yep.
Next one I got Leipzig versus Dortmund. This is a fucking easy one. Dortmund is in their own fucking head about Champions League. They're going to be overthinking the fuck out of that and not thinking about this game at all. In their mind, Bundesliga is already gone. They have no grasp in it. How far back are they? Are they going to get a Champions League spot at least?
They might if they get the
all right, so they're only 2 points off Leipzig. This is a very important game for them.
Yep.
They're fucking garbage on the road. Like, I cannot back Dortmund on the road. Maybe in Champions League somehow, but for sure not in the Bundesliga. Their record in the Bundesliga for being a top side away from home is just so bad. They just hate winning it. They'll take an early lead and everything, but they hate winning games. Like, I think they only have 1 away loss, but then you look at the 6 draws on there and the amount of goals that they've given up, and it's just kind of absurd that they're even in the position they are right now. In Germany. So I like Leipzig at home. I like Openda. My man is just an absurdly good forward. I feel like he hasn't really been getting the shine because, Harry Kane has 40 goals in 42 matches, which probably would take away from some other German strikers' shine. I think he's even making Sesko look good. I like that they figured out, hey, why don't we just put Openda and Sesko up front and just have 2 huge, fast motherfuckers that defenses can't really handle? Oh my God. What a fucking concept. And then you get fed from Xavi Simons and Dani Olmo. Yeah, look at those gigantic fast targets they have. This should be pretty easy, shouldn't it? But hey, again, I just play a lot of FIFA and watch soccer every week. What do I know?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think RB Leipzig get the job done here at home. -140 is a decent price point to do it. I will probably take Openda or Sesko and maybe even some Xavi Simons stuff. If Daniel Malin plays, I will back Daniel Malin. I would love to take both teams to score in over 2.5 here, but -180 just doesn't cut it for me. So yeah, I don't know. Dortmund, I've been on the wrong side of them every time I try and bet their money line. So take that for what you guys will. I've been wrong on Dortmund's side. Money line, draw no bet, whatever the fuck it is, for probably 10 games in a row. So me saying I like Leipzig means this game's probably going to be a draw, but who knows? My pick is Leipzig. -140 is a little steep on the juice. I'll probably parlay it with something, but yeah.
All right, last German game, Leverkusen versus Stuttgart. Stuttgart's been getting disrespected all fucking year. I don't care what anyone says. They're sitting in third place. They gave Bayern a run for their money. They're at the top of the table for a nice little portion of time before Leverkusen decided they just weren't going to lose any fucking games.
This is the one, though. This is the trap game for them.
I think this is more of a trap game for Leverkusen than any of them.
That's what I mean. Yeah, this is
okay.
This is a
well,
bit.
I'm just looking at both teams to score over 2.5 at -120, and I'm just like,
in Germany,
that's a really good number in Germany. But then you look at Leverkusen's home defense, and they've only allowed 8 fucking goals.
Yep.
But Stuttgart's offense, dude, Undav and Gerassi have just been cooking.
Yep.
Like you got Undav sitting on 17 goals and Gerassi sitting on 25. And the only reason that Undav is that low is because they just weren't playing 2 strikers for a while. It's another situation where they're like, oh, we have 2 good strikers. Well, I guess we can only play one of them. God forbid, we switch our fucking formation with the 5 fucking midfielders that we have in a flat line. God fucking forbid, So I like Undav and Gerassi to get their shots up. I would take Gerassi straight up for a goal. I like both teams to score over 2.5. TwoFootTalk special sitting at -120. Boniface doing his thing again. Leverkusen's got to get ready for European football. Already clinched the title. Don't know if they're going to be taking it as seriously as they were defensively, besides the fact that they want that invincible title.
Yeah, that's the only thing here that I think keeps Leverkusen in the game is they do want the invincible title, and it is really cool to talk about. So, yeah, but I can definitely see Stuttgart scoring here. This does kind of feel like the game where if Leverkusen's going to get caught sleeping by anybody domestically in Germany, this kind of feels like it because they already handled their business versus Dortmund and versus Bayern. So this is the one that I think might give them some trouble.
I got 2 Brazilian games that we can run through really quick, still early in the season. First one's Flamengo versus Botafogo. Both playing midweek. I think Botafogo played at 6 and Flamengo's
They did. They won 3-1.
5 minutes here. Yeah, I don't. That doesn't change anything for me. I still like Flamengo. I still think that both teams are going to end up scoring. It's Brazil. Flamengo does play fantastic defense as far as Brazil standards go, so I will give them that. But Botafogo, I feel like we say the same name. So Suarez up front, young bull that you like, who's also putting it in up front. Botafogo knows how to score the ball. Yeah, so they know how to score the ball. I'm going to take a TwoFootTalk special here, and I'm going to take Flamengo money line. So I'll probably throw the over 1.5 for both teams to score on it just to get extra juice. Next one we got, and this is a fucking banger. This is a Brazilian classic. We got Sao Paulo versus Palmeiras. Sao Paulo is in the Sudamericana, I think, or are they not even in that?
I think they are. They play tomorrow. Is that?
Do they play tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah, they play Barcelona.
I know that Palmeiras is playing in 5 minutes. Yeah, they play that bullshit Barcelona team tomorrow in Copa Libertadores.
In Ecuador, yeah.
They're also coming off of a loss against Flamengo, and then I think they beat the shit out of Atletico, but they also had 2 reds, so, kind of take that with a grain of salt. I don't think Sao Paulo is playing their best football. Palmeiras seems to be past their championship hangover. They got a draw, which could have been a win against Flamengo last week. I think they're going to start cruising again. Palmeiras likes to kind of take it easy until they're going to challenge for the title every year, no matter what. But they like to usually take it kind of easy for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, I was talking to Klaus about this the other day. Don't be surprised if you see rotated lineups and people not taking Copa Libertadores or Sudamericana super seriously from Brazil. They know that they're better than everybody else. The grand total for prize money you can win for winning Copa Libertadores is like 18 million, and I think it's 25 million to win Brazilian Serie A. So when push comes to shove, you're financially better off winning Brazilian Serie A than you are winning Libertadores. So the group stages of the games aren't always as competitive as you'd expect, or with the starting lineups you'd expect. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Sao Paulo is always going to be a tough building to go play in. I could see both teams to score here. I actually didn't jump on this one. I do think Palmeiras wins, but I had 4 games from Brazil I liked, and this wasn't one of them that I was circling.
These are the only 2 that I have listed because the other ones are literally on my board.
Yeah, for sure. We talked about Flamengo, Botafogo, which I definitely liked because I like Botafogo. I think both teams to score at -105 is a really good price. And yeah, the only other one that we're not going to spend any time talking about is Bahia versus Gremio. I think there's a bunch of goals.
I have Gremio on the double chance at -140.
I have both teams to score over 2.5.
Yeah, I just thought that was the easy, safe bet, which was Bahia sucks, but I know that they can score.
Yep, Bragantino just scored. I'm going to see if it's our homie, the young Uruguayan.
Hopefully it is.
All
right, guys, we got a golden booty wheel coming at you. The wheel.
Wheel.
All right, so Oaks hit last week because he's kind of a pussy and took Vinny. Why'd you take a guy that you knew was going to score, dude?
Because, I mean, did you see the number they gave us on Vinny goal?
I know, that was awesome. I took him to score for an assist. I took to score or assist. What a guy. Appreciate him.
Did you see the number on his assist straight up? Fucking
yep, I did.
300? Are
yeah,
you
I was on
me?
that on GK also, yeah. Oaks is going to be leading us off. If this is your first wheel, what we got? We still have not put on Brazilian Serie A early in the season. Don't want to just keep taking the same exact guys, which is what me and Oaks would do. I know for a fact. We got League One, Serie A, Italian, La Liga, Bundesliga, EPL. Oaks is wild. Pick a 0-0. Pick a 4-goal jaunt. Double booty and wilds. Pick. You spin it. You pick a goal scorer. You move on, and we check the record at the end of the year. Let's get it popping. Oaks is going to be starting us off. Be prepared for an absolute banger music-wise. It was Borbas.
Yes, it was. All right. Thank you, Bird.
Here we go.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up. Stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Serie A.
I'm going to keep pressing the Samaka button.
Press it till it breaks.
Yup.
I lost my pen. All right, we'll have to remember that one. You're going to have to write it down now.
I'm writing it down.
All right.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up. Stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
All right, so I'm going to take somebody from the North London Derby, and everything in my body wants to just keep riding out the King Kai bets that I keep putting out, but I feel like Trussard would probably be the better decision.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with King Kai.
You're going with Kai?
Kai Havertz, baby. My man's coming off a brace against Chelsea. Tried to tell you guys, the Kai Havertz revenge game was on.
Facts.
Yeah, because my other one that I would like to do is kind of just saying, oh, Ben White, but I won't do that.
I thought you were just going to go Ollie. Keep it simple.
No, it's too simple. You got to go for the North London Derby. And then next week, when I'm talking shit on Arsenal because they ended up losing the North London Derby and fuck yous, it's going to just be beautiful.
It'll be mwah.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
All right, we'll get through these 15 and get the hell out of here. I went 9-5 or 9-6 last week. Wait, did I go 10-5? Oh shit, never mind. I went 10-5. We're out here.
Nice.
This week I got Real Madrid draw no bet at Real Sociedad minus 105. Sociedad Madrid, both teams score over 2.5 is plus 140. I fucking love that number. Girona money line at Las Palmas. I'm not showing Las Palmas any respect for the rest of the season. Minus 130. Bilbao double chance at Atleti minus 120. Isco shot on target. Betis and Sevilla over 4.5 cards. It was sitting at like minus 185. That number is going to shoot up. I already fucking know, but I already put money on it, so I don't care. Fulham money line versus Palace plus 105. I'm nervous that I'm gonna have to put Fulham on my fuck yous next week. Aston Villa money line versus Chelsea plus 130. Leipzig money line versus Dortmund minus 145. Leverkusen, Stuttgart, both teams to score over 2.5 minus 120. Marseille money line versus Lens. Marseille at home, I do trust plus 145. Gremio double chance at Bahia minus 140. I just love that number, and I don't respect Bahia. I think Gremio is a much better football team, and if Diego Costa is actually going to be starting up front more regularly, I'm going to back them a lot more often. Yep. Atletico MG money line at Cuiaba plus 105. They're cooking right now. Paulinho is automatic. He scores every fucking game. They're just absolutely.
They also
cooking.
still have
the only problem is Hulk is not scoring shit. I've lost so much money.
He hasn't had a 45-yard free kick yet.
Well, I'm not going to bet him anymore, so hopefully he starts scoring. Flamengo money line and over 1.5 versus Botafogo is sitting at even money. I like that one. I think that you could probably do both teams to score also with Flamengo on the money line and get a good number, but I like just backing the boys. Maybe we'll just walk out of there with a 2-0 win. Fortaleza, Bragantino, both teams to score is minus 125. Literally, both of those teams fucking despise defense. There's nothing about defense that is written down in any playbook for Fortaleza or Red Bull Bragantino.
That's big facts.
At all. So to put the both teams to score at minus 125 is wild. Because when I put that, it's just the smart pick. I'm going to take both teams to score over 2.5 for the plus 180. And it's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be incredible. And then ready for this parlay? The parlay is dope people that do dope shit. Isco shot on target. Ramos shot on target. Vinny to score assist.
Nice. Yeah, I'll start in the EPL. I'm taking Crystal Palace on the double chance at minus 125 because Bird is right. Palace is a wagon right
Fulham
now.
at home, though, bro. I'm backing Fulham at home.
I feel you. I'm going to take Crystal Palace on the double chance at minus 125. That number is just too good to pass on.
Flamengo just gave up a second-minute goal.
I saw that. Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything while you were going through your 15.
I'm fucking upset.
Wolves versus Luton. Both teams to score over 2.5, minus 110. Wang owes me a goal because VAR took it away. So Wang's going to find the back of the net for me. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Give me Villa on the money line at plus 130. Sociedad versus Madrid. Give me Madrid on the draw no bet at minus 105. Atleti versus Bilbao. Give me Bilbao on the double chance at minus 120. Villarreal versus Rayo Vallecano. Give me Villarreal on the money line in their own building at minus 135. Yes, it's juiced. No, I do not care. Rayo on the road is a disgrace. Flamengo just tied it up. Betis versus Sevilla. Both teams to score minus 120. Las Palmas versus Girona. Give me Girona on the money line minus 120. Juve versus AC Milan, both teams to score, minus 117. Give me both teams to score. Napoli versus Roma. Give me Roma on the double chance at minus 115. Fiorentina versus Sassuolo. Give me Sassuolo on the double chance at plus 120. Robin Hood's going to Robin Hood, and they're going to find a way to get a point at least out of that game. And then moving on to the Brasileiro, which, by the way, Paramount Plus, fuck you, pay your commentators so we can watch. God damn. I'm almost getting ready to pay for MLS, and it fucking pisses me off because I don't want to give them any money, but I also don't want to stop watching soccer Saturday nights. So I need to watch something, and I'd much rather watch more soccer than I do like baseball, but like I don't have to watch baseball. I just need it going on in the background. Anyway. Brasileiro, Atletico, MG, plus 105 on the money line. Bahia versus Gremio, both teams to score over 2.5, plus 135. Flamengo versus Botafogo, both teams to score, minus 105. Atletico, PR on the money line, plus 140. Oh, and then my parlay is We'll do the double chance parlay. We will take Roma double chance, Bilbao double chance, and Crystal Palace double chance.
All right. I like it. All right. Yeah, a little group question here. Do you think that I could somehow like Photoshop Huang's face on there and make it like ask me about my Huang? Like, do you think I could do something along those lines, or is that not going to be cool?
I don't want to say it won't be cool. It's just the wiener joke doesn't land if it's not ask me about my wiener.
Yeah, but I just really want to ask about my Huang. And it was either that or to like
You gotta
just
do
put,
like the everybody
legitimate
Huang Chung
testicles.
tonight.
I could do that or just have 2 legitimate testicles and just have Huang like doing like a diving header or something. Like a slight bend to it.
We gotta do something with everybody Huang Chung tonight or something like that.
Everybody Huang Chung.
Timo Wiener. Nice, Bird.
Bird. It's German.
Then
God. All right, but that's all I got for you guys. I'm about to go play some pro clubs with the boys. Shout out Dingy United. What's good? We'll be over on Reshi Too Fresh. Whatever. I think it's Maresh Patel on Twitch. I should probably have that down if I was going to promote it. But, you know, what's up, guys? Make sure you follow us at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWO Foot Talk. If you're watching us on Twitter right now, click the follow button. Then you guys can watch us whenever. It'll all pop up right there. All the pics will pop up right there. All the new gear. You want a Huang shirt? I'm working on it. Get it right on 2FootTalk. Or you just go right to tftdrip.com. Link is right down below in the description. You just scroll down, click on it right there. And then below that, you got me at Young Leg. You got Oaks at BurrOaks77. Made it nice and easy for you guys. Just scroll down, click the link, hit follow, get access to all the shit that me and Oaks are talking about, all the picks, all the games you need to watch, all the random shit that I'm talking about. You'll probably see some random pictures of Eggs Benedict. You're welcome. At a Young Leg, at BurrOaks77. Oaks, what do you got? Bet US tomorrow?
yeah, Bet US live at 3 p.m. to talk Spanish La Liga with Klaus and Flash. You know, baseball play of the day every Monday through Friday on YouTube. And then I also tweet it out and throw it on Instagram. So follow me there. I don't know. All that shit's below. That's enough plugs for me. I'm hungry.
All right, hold on. You can't go do your Huang hang low. Come on, Bird. Are you trying to confuse people when they're walking past me reading my shirt? Fuck. All right, I'm gonna have to brainstorm that. There's just so many options. His name's Huang. Yeah. Oaks, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Always.
See you this weekend. Fuck what you
Yes,
heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're 2FootTalk.
We're out.